this week's Patio Chat. As soon as I start talking, the geese start honking. So we have been gone for a few weeks, but we are back.
It's the cat. Okay, it's just a cat. I heard Don't panic.
First thing I want to talk about is Dominic Zambronia leaving.
Aww.
Because I miss him immensely. His storyline with Sunny was the first big storyline. I tell it almost every time we do this about.
Oh, we're gonna miss him so much.
Yeah, I already do. It's well into July. It's pretty much the end of July at this point, and he left the end of June. But his presence is missed, and yeah, I don't know who could replace him. I really don't. I said to you the other week, I said, it's a shame this whole Chase thing, the timing worked out when it did, because that actor could have potentially, I could see him as a recast for Dante, but
yeah,
he's already on, so that's not gonna work. And now with Vanessa Antoine leaving, it's gonna leave, it's gonna be a whole new PCPD. But my idea was when Dante, if they bring Dante back as a recast, which I so hope that they do, because that character can't just go away.
I see where this is going. I got it. Oh, I wish I had a little notepad I could hold up.
How interesting would it be if Dante became the new commissioner? And maybe you offer that to Dominic Zambronia, he might come back. I don't know. He might not. But
well, he needs to try different things right now.
Because Ryan Peavy, he left, and I know this has been in the works for a little bit, but he mostly, from what I understood, left because of lack of storyline or lack of story for him for the past while now.
Yeah, he really hasn't been featured, but if he was commissioner.
Sonny's son being the commissioner.
I mean, how cool would that be?
That'd be amazing.
All right, we solved that problem.
So the whole Nelle and Michael thing, let's just all of it. The plan, the wedding, all of it. So since we've last been on, there's been a wedding, which I think next year I want to bring back the whole guess what's going to happen calendar game, because that was fun, but there was so much going on. But I feel like with this setup, it'd be much more successful. So they got married, much to, I want to say, chagrin of Carly. Is that, am I using that right? Yeah.
Yeah, and look at the length. Oh my God, the length she went to try to protect her son. I mean, talk about a good mom. She's like the best mom. If we were voting for best mom in the world, it would be Carly. Ow. You too, but Carly Corinthos. Because let me tell you, she knew what would happen to her when she was going to be sent back. There's no way you don't know.
Oh,
if you
especially with Mary Pat.
Yeah, from there, that you're going to be put in the worst situation possible. And I don't know if you cut it out from one of our previous things, but when we were talking about what happens in Ferncliff, and I mentioned lobotomy.
Oh, I think I left that in.
Well, we should try to find it, because I really think that's what Mary Pat's alluding to. I think they're going to
do electric shock. I don't think they're going to do a full-on lobotomy.
Okay, so let's talk about Nelle. So what's Nelle doing?
She is trying to kill Michael. I mean, if nothing else, she is prompt. She's not wasting any time. And so she has gone to Chase to facilitate this plan. I think that's what's happening today, because when I was switching through channels.
Can I just ask, so when Michael and Nelle were at the Metro Court having breakfast, and it's the first time I ever really saw her have an attitude with Michael, that she's unless you give me what I want. But the tone of voice she used. Yeah, the last time she did that. What's going on with that?
Remember a year ago, because it feels like forever ago, when she had to sit down with Michael and Carly and Sunny, when she was first pregnant, and wanted Michael to pay for her living situation, and basically just give her money, that she wouldn't have to work or anything.
Right, that she could just.
That's this was hearkening back to that in my mind. I could feel that connection right there, which ultimately didn't work. But now I think she feels out of control, and she's trying to. She may be a murderer, but she's not very good at planning it. She doesn't like the planning stage. She just likes the after stage.
Yes, the carrying it out. And the after effects. Yeah. The planning, she gets stressed.
Exactly. Yeah. And stress isn't good for the baby.
Oh, not for the mommy or the baby. If it weren't for the fact that she was going for regular ultrasounds, I would really, really doubt that she was even pregnant, that she was just faking the whole thing. But I know she's going for the ultrasounds, and it's Lucas did it so like he wouldn't lie.
Right.
You know.
And with this whole thing, because a lot of people are like, oh, it's probably not even Michael's baby. But in my opinion, at this point, it better be, because this has just been a whole lot of aggravation, fun aggravation, but aggravation for then it to be like, oh, it wasn't his anyway, and to just throw the whole, like, this never had to happen. Like, at the very least, Michael will be a single father, and we can explore that.
I know, that'll be really neat, because I really, except for the way it happened, I really liked when he had Avery. Like, he was such a cool, like, brother dad.
I can't.
That's what he was. He was a brother.
And I like that Chase and Michael teamed up. And again, I feel like we Dante was there because this would have been so perfect.
And we're almost seeing, like, even though Jason's, like, anti the thing, but Jason's involved. So Jason and Chase are communicating. So I like that dynamic, too, because you have a police detective kind of working with a killer.
Right, and what does that remind you of? When Dante and Jason worked together back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh.
He'll come back. I see him as the commissioner. Maybe
like, why are they giving all good story stuff that Dante could be involved with after he did? Like, couldn't they have been like, hey, we'll work a bunch of, like, I don't.
We should make Commissioner Dante hats, and we'll wear them.
Who dat? Okay, so Peter. Last time we filmed, he was still taken hostage. He was in the cabin. This is before Wyatt. A lot of stuff has happened with Peter.
Oh, that was so cute.
And he has since been rescued.
He's rescued.
Barely. Barely. And they left it on a cliffhanger for the weekend. Like,
well, that was okay, because we knew they weren't going to let him burn. I mean, even though it's the weekend, it's our weekend, not their weekend. So
yeah, but it's mean to leave someone in a fire over the weekend.
He wasn't burning in the fire over the weekend. Over our weekend, yes, but not his weekend. But he did really well. He came out of it without any
he's in a
long-term problems, except he's a little.
He's in a lot better shape than I would have expected.
Yeah, look at Ava. Ava had all the burns and everything.
No, I just mean like talking, like he's conscious. Like I expected him to maybe be in a coma for 2 weeks.
He should have been in a coma for like a month. That would have been good.
Yeah. No, that would have been annoying.
Because he's really annoying.
He's not annoying.
Well, he whines a lot.
Well, he was in a fire. Like, give him a break.
And he like wants to blame everybody else and not take responsibility for what he did.
But
I mean, it's because of him that Nathan is dead and Maxie's sad.
Okay,
we can't have Maxie sad.
First of all, when I know we've done this, but when he brought up the whole Cesar Faison, first of all, it was Lulu going elsewhere to interview him. And then, after this Nathan thing came out, they hatched the idea to lure him over there. It was never intent on luring him to Port Charles. It was always...
She defends Peter to no end.
I'm just saying.
And look how sad Maxie is. Every time she turns around, she just has this constant reminder of this void, this hole in her life. Her husband that she loved so much. Little James. Hey, when are we going to see little James?
I don't know.
Because I'd like to see him again. Maybe when they show him again, he'll be like 5.
Probably. Oh, they finally aged up Cameron.
I couldn't believe it.
Which has been a long time coming because canonically, Cameron was born in like 2003. So he would be like 15 at this point.
Well, he's like Jocelyn's age, right?
No, Jocelyn was younger than him.
Oh, Jocelyn's younger.
Yes, Jocelyn was born in like 2009.
Oh, okay, so that was good that they aged him up.
Yeah.
But wow, like he got really tall fast.
Yeah. So it's about time because it's about time. I mean, I think Christina aged up faster than anyone.
This is really, except for, well, actually, my first experience with aging up was Jocelyn. But I miss the corn.
They did bring it up. There,
I know.
Did you hear?
I do miss the corn phase because that was so cool that she loved corn and dressed up as corn.
Like someone's kid went through a corn phase and went, you know what would be really funny if we put on the show? Corn.
Corn.
One last thing.
Yes.
To talk about.
This cat is attacking me.
No, not the cat.
No, I'm not
this
talking
whole
about the cat.
Margo Dawson, who I literally could care less about.
Oh my goodness, they need to move her along.
So, my theory is that the first run-in with Drew, and especially the ones after, none of them are by accident, especially that first one.
The mustard incident?
Yes.
Of 2018?
I think she's circling him on purpose because of the Jason memories, and
Yes.
she sees a way to
'Cause
put
she's evil.
Jason and potentially Sonny in jail without involving the two of them.
She's a sly DA.
But so I think she's using him for that. I think that's what ultimately her end game. But also, how like kind of is it that like she found this envelope that no one found, like the police or Sam and Curtis, and then she finds the flash drive.
She did?
You fell asleep last.
Oh no, she found the
You
flash.
fell asleep. Yeah, she went to the
Wow.
Metro Court restaurant and said, "Oh, I dropped my earrings. I was here last night. Do you have a
I
lost and
didn't
found?"
know.
And they go, "Oh yeah, here's our lost and found." Do-do-do. And she's looking through it and she finds a flash drive, kind of tucks it in her hand and goes, "Oh, it's not here."
She has the flash drive.
She has the flash drive.
I didn't know I fell asleep.
So like, is she
And
gonna
this
hold
is the
that
first
over
I'm
Drew's
hearing
head?
about
Like,
it.
give me Jason, like, tell me what you know about Jason, or else, like, you won't get this back. And like, Peter was telling the truth. He was trying to make things right.
You know what
He is
would've
someone
been-
of
he was.
unfortunate circumstance
He was.
who has grown his whole life in resentment and like, but he's trying to
Well,
make things right.
I do have to say though, kind of in his defense, but not really, but kind of. He did say he had it in his hand when he was being dragged out. And Nina, who I do credit with having high
working brain cells,
intelligence,
yeah.
yes. So if you're looking for something that you believe someone dropped in a hotel, where's the first place you look after you like go their route and you see it's not on the floor? You go to the Lost and Found. So when no one went to the Lost and Found, even Sam and Curtis, like,
We were like,
they're
really?
detectives. Why wouldn't they go to the Lost and Found? Like, that's the first thing we do if we're somewhere and we lose something. Like when we were at Disney, I spent a lot of time
We
at
lived in the Lost and Found.
I lost the cover to the camcorder, and back then it was that big, huge camcorder. Probably, well, they didn't have Amazon back then. But now you can just order anything. It probably would have been like 50 cents. But no, I went to the Lost and Found and went through this box of like 100 covers. And the guy kept saying, "Is yours there?" And I'm like, "No, but I think this one fits." He's like, "Then just take it." Because it's not like they're going to match them up to anything. There were literally
There was
hundreds.
no database for
And
camcorder
I
covers.
was really impressed, though, that they collected that stuff and put it in the Lost and Found, that they just didn't throw it in the garbage.
Exactly.
That it was impressive, I do have to say. But going back, so I didn't know she had. So wouldn't it have been cool though when she was like pretending to spill coffee on him if the flash drive was in the cup?
Yeah, right.
And she went, "Oops, there's your memories."
So
we know she's not giving it back easily.
exactly, because I feel like that would then bolster Peter's whole redemption thing, and the last thing she wants, because she says she's prosecuting him, but isn't the WSB taking custody of him?
Yes, they are. The WSB definitely gets him.
And did he commit any crimes stateside?
No
Like-
stateside crimes.
Like
but
in their jurisdiction though?
I don't think
Like,
so.
can the PCPD prosecute him? I mean, you know what I mean. Can
Well, I
Port
don't-
Charles prosecute him?
Well, the thing is, I don't know what they would prosecute him for, but her whole thing is, and you're also a victim. So they need him to prosecute Obrecht.
Who realized that she had snapped, but
Yeah,
it was too late.
She might go
Nathan
to...
wouldn't want this. I'm
Oh.
literally yelling at the TV. Nathan wouldn't want this.
No, Nathan would have... Oh, wouldn't it be cool if Obrecht and Carly were, like, roommates?
The person... Oh my God, they were roommates.
Well, not roommates, but like...
No. So I was referencing the Vine. The person next to
Somebody.
Carly.
Oh, who is it? Do we
So,
know?
here's some... Oh, Tristan Rogers is coming back to General Hospital, by the way.
Robert.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so impressed. Okay. So, here are this five, I don't know, I'll find 5 people that I can name of suspects of who could be next to Carly. Some people think it's Anna, especially because Robert's coming back.
Alright.
Some people say it's Kevin, and the person who's been treating is the twin brother,
Oh, okay.
which
well,
would
that
explain
make
the
sense.
slight personality change. And why did he choose to leave? Like, he didn't tell anyone he was leaving.
Yeah, and like,
but-
why all of a sudden does he have to visit Laura?
Yeah,
So,
hashtag bring Jeannie Francis back.
yeah, I figured something bad happened.
Morgan
Yeah, I would like it
is
to be
another.
Morgan.
I would too. I would.
How many is that? Those 3. Oh, we have 2 more. Who could they be? I don't know. I thought I had more, but that's it. Did you write it down? No, I just have those 3.
We have 2 slots. So let us know in the comments below who you think could be in the room next to Carly.
Because Morse code, like, people say that's, like, a big clue, like, that it could be Anna, like, she would know
That's
Morse
true.
code. And then someone's
Morgan
like...
really wouldn't know Morse code.
I'm glad you said that. Carly sent
bus.
Morgan to military school for years to get him away from Sonny.
Oh, okay, well
so
then he would know.
Would know Morse
He
code.
would know Morse.
Someone in the Facebook comments wrote that, and I was like, ooh.
That's cool.
Good thought, because I wouldn't have, I probably,
Okay,
you know,
so
I don't even remember what
so
happened
there's
last week.
more of a chance now that it could be Morgan. I like that. I really wish
And
they'd
I would
bring
like
Morgan
they
back.
bring Morgan back.
I think that would do so much for Carly.
What if it was Nathan? I'm sad that
Nathan?
Peter and Nathan never got a chance to like
meet.
I think, but my whole thing, Nathan would want Peter to have a chance at a normal life, and would want people to forgive him.
Yes.
And would not want people to blame him, because there were a lot of moving factors, and Faison's the one who shot him. Like,
Well, that's true. I mean, everyone's blaming Peter, but like I do have to.
he never, I mean, unless memory serves me wrong, but like his whole thing was go out and find where he is, not bring him to Port Charles. Then once Lulu dug up that Nathan, or that there was a son, and then it came out about Nathan, then the plan was hatched, oh, we can draw him here. Like, that was never Peter's intention to draw him to Port Charles.
That's true. I do like though how Peter turned it on Obrecht. She had a big responsibility.
And honestly, like, he's not wrong. That's one of the moving parts. Had she told him years earlier, then it wouldn't have been so off guard, and he would have had a chance to like,
no, I agree with that.
To deal with
I do agree with that. So maybe Peter has some redeeming factors.
Nathan would want us to give him a chance.
Yes, Nathan would. Nathan was so giving. I want Nathan to come back.
I miss him. I do miss him. And you know how much I loved him.
No, I know.
Like, so it's big of me not to hold it against Peter, because I do love, I mean, I you know, Connie, I still hold the grudge against Ava, and Connie, like, although she did bring a lot of fun to this channel back in 2012, I'm not going to link you to those videos because I'm 6 years older, but if you were here, you know what I'm talking about with my little New York character that I like to bring. I do the lipstick and I talk in like the New York accent on the episodes where it was really Connie-centric. Maybe I'll link one. Maybe.
I would think people would like to see that.
Maybe. Well, if you go back, I only really did it in 2013.
Tell us in the comments below if you want to see it.
And I'll make a playlist maybe. All right. Well, someone has to go to work.
I wonder who that is.
It's me, and I might have time to make lunch.
It could be PJ.
It's not PJ. She doesn't work. She lives here and she doesn't work.
She does work. Come on, PJ.
Oh, and we talked a lot about our garden, so at the end of this video, I'm going to add some pictures of our garden.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So you will probably see this tomorrow morning. It's Wednesday, but by the time I get this edited and that uploaded. So we will see you tomorrow. I hope you enjoy the return of Patio Chat. We are hoping to be back more frequently now that things have calmed down a little bit.
We're going to try.
We will see you then.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.